Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the FrostBytez Gaming Experience, Part 38 of the Pokemon Blue walkthrough, also known as the final part of the Pokemon Blue walkthrough. And in the last part, we were told that the last trainer we're going to have to go against in the Elite Four, which is basically a gauntlet of 4 people, and then the final champion, number 5, is our very own rival, Code B, starting off with this Pidgeotto, level 61, with a Wing Attack, a Mirror Move, a Sky Attack, and a Whirlwind. Generally, the Pidgeot will always spam Mirror Move, even though usually the Pidgeot is faster than just about any other Pokemon that you have. I think the only one that would be able to outspeed Pidgeot on my team is Jolteon, and I'm pretty sure that one Thunderbolt would be more than enough to take out Pidgeot at the end of the day. Oh my god. Alakazam, level 59, Psybeam, Psychic, Reflect, and Recover. So, this is being recorded and uploaded on a Sunday because I completely forgot to do it on Saturday. Because, you know, I'm used to not having to upload anything on weekends, period. That I did not remember until about 9 o'clock last night that I was supposed to actually go to my way to actually upload another part of Pokemon. And I was like, well, it's too late now, so I might as well just upload it on a Sunday and call it good there, basically. So, you know, apologies to those that had to wait the one extra day for the finale of the Pokemon Blue walkthrough, but you guys have been waiting for a long time for a lot of parts on these, especially this week anyways, and once again, I am very sorry for that. It's been crazy. It's been relatively crazy the past couple weeks or so, this past, like, couple months, really. And I still haven't even started recording for Dragon Ball FighterZ just yet, but that is going to be starting tonight. So I will have it ready for this upcoming weekend, don't you guys worry. There goes my Jolteon because Pin Missile just wasn't getting it done. Again, Pin Missile is really good for when you're going against a Psychic type. However, since Jolteon has more of a special stat than an actual physical stat, and if I remember correctly, Bug is physical in Gen 1, so doesn't really do that much damage to the Alakazam. Either way, rather unfortunate. Not exactly the best use of my Jolteon, unfortunately, but sometimes it's just how it goes. Next up, we have ourselves a Rhydon, one of the more interesting ones, because we have Leer, Tail Whip, Fury Attack, and Horn Drill. Not a single rock move, not a single ground move, yet our rival is supposed to be like the one that put together the strongest list of Pokemon. And from what I understand on how Gen 1 competitive Pokemon works, I know Rhydon's really good, Exeggutor is up there, I think, oh my god, isn't it, Chansey is considered one of the top 4. I think Golem's one of the top 4 considered. I'm not exactly sure. Arcanine level 61, Roar, Leer, Ember, and Takedown. Interesting. Like, my Charizard doesn't have Flamethrower, and his Arcanine doesn't have Flamethrower, so we both kind of just didn't really do our best when raising our Fire-style Pokemon, basically. I do not know. That actually sounds really funny saying Fire-style like that, because it just takes me back to my days of watching Naruto as a kid, you know, just all that greatness. Anyways, next up, we've got Exeggutor, level 63. Interestingly enough, the stats I have here show Hypnosis, Barrage, and Stomp. It doesn't show what the 4th move is. I wonder if I even get to see on here what the 4th move is. I want to say the 4th move is Psychic, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess nobody's seen what the 4th move of Exeggutor is, because I'm pretty sure they didn't program him with only 3 moves. But I could be completely wrong. He probably only has 3 moves, but I'm assuming that that 4th slot is a Psychic, but the AI probably just likes to spam Barrage and Stomp instead. I don't know. If anyone knows what the mysterious 4th move is, go ahead and let me know, as I blizzard the hell out of this Exeggutor. Anyways, last but not least, we are going to be going up against his Blastoise with an actual pretty good move set at level 65. So, Blastoise level 65, Hydro Pump, Blizzard, Bite, and Withdrawal. Back in the day when Bite was just a normal type move and it wasn't a dark type move because dark types had not been created up until that point. So, don't really have to worry about the dark typing with it and just kind of call it good there. But anyways, once this Blastoise has been taken care of, that's it. Our rival is essentially done. I think my Venomoth actually does end up feigning against. Yeah, there it is. Hydro Pump, relatively strong move. I believe it's 100 120 damage. I don't think it's as, maybe it is as strong as 120, but it's only got like a 90-80% chance to hit. So it's another one of those lowered accuracy, but really high power types. And of course I get hit with the critical, even though Blastoise himself, like, you know, doesn't really have really high speed, but sometimes it doesn't matter. You can still hit that good critical, and I'm just gonna 40 damage him completely to death because I already knew that. I think he already used his Hyper Potion or heal or whatever. Wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, what an anticlimactic way to end it. There goes his Blastoise. Originally, it was supposed to be Venomoth to go ahead and take it out, but my Venomoth was just immensely underleveled. A lot of my Pokemon were immensely underleveled, but you know, as long as you can get the right typing for it, you're good to go. And I mean, it wasn't a clean sweep, but you know, I'll take whatever I can get in some cases. And again, I feel like it could have been a little bit better if my Charizard actually had Flamethrower, even going throughout the entirety of the Elite Four in general. But as far as that goes, we are now the quote-unquote champion. You know, we defeated our rival Blue. He is no longer the champion anymore because all it takes is losing one time, I guess, to then not be the champion. I'm not exactly sure. And, you know, his grandfather kind of just scalds him right in front of me. And I don't know. It seems like a rather cruel thing to do. And we just kind of leave him behind. And he's just like, cool, my family just leaves my ultimate rival. And I'm just kind of left here alone because I just suck, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, you get your Pokemon entered into the Pokemon League. And that's essentially it. Like, that's the end of the game minus two particular things. Well, technically three, but two particular things we're going to be doing. There's one more mystery trainer that we are going to have to go against, you know, and I know people are wondering exactly who that is, and you're going to be very surprised. This guy's been wanting to battle us for a really long time now, alright, and we're going to search him out, you know, because the world has to know his story. There's also, we've looked and gone against 4 legendary Pokemon. But it feels like there's one that's missing. So we're going to have to take a look at that as well. But then also the third thing, the one that we're not going to do, is that the other part of being this game is that you do have to complete the Pokedex. Something that I've never done. Probably something that I will never do because I've never really cared enough. I've got on my current copy of Pokemon Blue, I think I'm missing maybe 20 Pokemon total, a lot of which are ones that I need to trade for, and I just need to go on my way and get another Game Boy Advance SP or something like that. Get one of those link cable deals and trade amongst myself. The thing is, though, don't really care enough to do that. I originally did, because back then I had thought that you could trade Gen 2 to Gen 3. And what I was hoping to do was have like a full Pokemon collection, like a full Pokedex of Gen 1, Gen 2, and then like move over a lot of them to like Gen 3 and just kind of like keep doing generational jumps with all my Pokemon. But then, you know, James found out that no, you can't trade Gen 2 to Gen 3. And that kind of just killed wanting to do that for me, because then it's like, what's the point? You know, and I guess it could be stated, what's the point anyways, because since they're on cartridges that run on batteries, eventually you're going to lose it anyways. But again, that's why I was going to be looking to trade them up in generations, up into the point where it hit, you know, my current Gen 5 one that I have at the moment, where it's like, then I don't have to worry about a battery dying or anything like that. I should hope that my DS never loses memory, something like that. But since I found out you can't trade Gen 2 to Gen 3, it's like, well, then what's the point anymore? And to me, it's like, well, there really is no point anymore. So now I just kind of just let it sit, and they're both just kind of collecting dust right now. And I go on my way to play them every once in a while, but now it's not like nearly as important to me. But anyways, yeah, that is the end of the game, minus the last couple things that we need to do, which, again, I will be showcasing, so don't really go anywhere, because the video is not done anyways. You know, like, I thought about separating this into 2 parts. I thought about having my rival for one part, and then, like, along with the rest of the Elite Four, and then doing the extra stuff on the side. But then it would have only been about a 6-minute part, and I'm not all about doing that low of a part. It just feels like a waste to me. So we're not doing that. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and talk to our mother to get ourselves a full heal. Only because I think I haven't shown that you can do it just yet. I'm not exactly sure. Either that or maybe I did need to get him healed. Either way, I just figured I'd show it off because I'm like, I don't think I ever did go out of my way to show off that you can talk to your mother and get a nice Pokemon heal. And of course, what waits for us is the good old level 2 Pidgey and Rattata and whatever. And I hope you guys can get used to that because we're going to be seeing a lot of that in the area that we are going to be going up to relatively soon because, you know, we're still relatively under-leveled, and the area we're going into is relatively high-leveled, and we have a lot of wild battles because of it. I don't showcase any of it, but I hope that you're used to seeing it completely go crazy, because I sure as hell had to get used to seeing it going crazy on me when I was editing this all the same. But first off, before we do any of that, we need to fight this one mysterious trainer, the one that's been hidden throughout the entirety of the game. Yes! This mystery trainer has been waiting to fight us this whole entire time. We've been ignoring this one junior trainer throughout the entirety of the game just to go against him and his level 14 Rattata. So I think you guys probably remember back when I was doing the Mew Glitch video, I completely forgot about going back to face this trainer. And he's just been kind of sitting here. And it wasn't until I was test playing this part that I actually ran into him. And, you know, the battle started, and I was like, oh my god, I never actually did go against this guy, did I? So he just became the big mystery trainer to me with level 14 Ekans and level 14 Rattata, just kind of sitting and waiting for me to come and be like, hey, I'm the champion, so now I'm ready to face you. And he's like, really, brah? Like, are you kidding me right now? And yeah, we were not kidding. We went back and we crushed the poor kid's soul. He's probably never going to want to do Pokemon ever again. It's like the essential of taking me and having me do competitive Pokemon for my first time ever against like the world champion. It just doesn't work. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cerulean Cave. Now, this cave has always been blocked off by a random individual throughout the entirety of the game, and it'll only go away once you have beaten the Elite Four. And after you've done that, you can now explore this area with a lot of really powerful, really high leveled up Pokemon. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look one last time at some Pokemon Blue stats. On the first floor, if you're playing the red and blue version, you have a 4% chance to run into a Raichu, 25% chance for a Golbat, 5% chance for a Parasect, 10% chance for a Venomoth, 5% chance for a Kadabra, 15% chance for a Magneton, 10% chance for a Dodrio, 15% chance for a Hypno, and a 1% chance for a Ditto. In the red version only, you also have a 10% chance of running into an Arbok. Yellow version and blue version, there is a 10% chance of running into a Sandslash, and then in the yellow version only, 40% chance for a Golbat, 10% chance for a Gloom, 5% chance for a Parasect, 5% chance for a Venomoth, 10% chance for a Weepinbell, 50% chance for a Graveler, 5% chance for a Ditto. If you are fishing, it is a Magikarp, as always, with the Old Rod, Good Rod, 50-50 Poliwag, Goldeen, and the red and blue version, Super Rod, 25% chance for a Slowbro, a Kingler, a Seadra, or a Sea King, and in the yellow version, 40% chance for a Goldeen, and 6% chance for a Sea King. I'm not exactly sure what it is you can run into when surfing. I know it's not just simply tentacles. It's not. I think it might be some tentacruels, and I think a lot of what you fish for you can also run into. I know you can run into a Sea King, and I believe Kingler, if I'm not mistaken, based on what it was that I was kind of running away from or fighting when I was, you know, grinding in Gen 1 on my blue cartridge. Anyways, floor number 2, red and blue version, 5% chance for a Wigglytuff with the crazy ass eyes whenever you run into one. 15% chance for a Venomoth, 15% chance for a Kadabra, 25% chance for a Dodrio, 10% chance for an Electrode, 10% chance for a Marowak, 10% chance for a Rhydon, 5% chance for a Chansey, and a 5% chance for a Ditto. If you're playing in the yellow versions, it's a 10% chance for a Sandslash, 40% chance for a Golbat, 5% chance for a Gloom, 5% chance for a Weepinbell, 15% chance for a Graveler, 10% chance for a Rhydon, 5% chance for... No, 10% chance for a Rhyhorn, 5% chance for a Rhydon, 10% chance for a Ditto. And then finally, basement floor number 1, where we're going to be running into a whole bunch of random-ass Pokemon. In the red and blue version, 10% chance for a Raichu, 10% chance for a Parasect, 50% chance for an Electrode, 50% chance for a Marowak, 25% chance for a Rhydon, 10% chance for a Chansey, 10% chance for a Ditto. In the red version only, you have a 5% chance for an Arbok, whereas in the blue version, it's a 5% chance for a Sandslash. Yellow version, 40% chance for a Golbat, 50% chance for a Graveler, 5% chance for a Lickitung, 10% chance for a Rhydon, 10% chance for a 10% chance for a Rhyhorn, 10% chance for a Rhydon. I did it again. 5% chance for a Chansey, 50% chance for a Ditto. If you are fishing, 100% chance for Magikarp in the old rod, 50% chance for Poliwag and Goldeen. In fact, now that I'm looking at it, it's the exact same stats fishing in both areas. So why am I going through those stats? I don't know. Probably because I'm going out of my way to take a little bit of extra time when going through these stats, because now that we're at the end of it, there's only one more stat that we have to take a look at, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows what that is, but we'll get to that when we get to that as we keep running into random and more random wild stuff. We're talking about level 57 Arboks, well, not in this game because I'm doing the blue version, so it's 57 Sandslashes, 64 Raichus, 64 Chansey, 62 Rhydons. Like, they're really high levels, so it's easier to run into. But then, of course, at the end of the day, all that really matters is the one level 70 Mewtwo. Pretty much one of the strongest Pokemon ever created within the game, from what I understand. It is still, like, considered one of the best because of its really high stats, and we are about ready to go toe-to-toe with this beast of a Pokemon, and we're just going to use a Master Ball on it like any good Samaritan would do, because why the hell would you actually want to fight this thing? You might as well just throw the Master Ball and go ahead and catch it. And that's it. That's the end of the game, folks. I probably should have, like, moved the credits to this portion of it, but you know, I just kind of figured I might as well have it the way that it's supposed to be, and that's it. We're actually done. Pokemon Blue is over. We've finally completed it. It took about a couple months, a little bit longer than it should have. I missed, you know, a couple days of uploads. I missed a full week of uploads, and it's been kind of back and forth, but I really do hope that it was well worth the wait. You know, Pokemon, as you guys know, I enjoy playing it. I'm not as good or as knowledgeable in Pokemon as a whole bunch of other people out there that let's play this game or do competitive Pokemon, but I just really love playing just like normal Pokemon. It's still relatively fun to me, and I wish I had the free time that, you know, I did as a kid when it comes to playing Pokemon, but, you know, reality sinks in, you can't really do it, but that's kind of why I like doing it for the channel, because it does give me a means to go back and actually play some Pokemon games. Again, Gen 1 is definitely not one of my favorites. Gen 2 will always probably be my favorite in the Gen 4 remake of Gen 2. Those ones just hold a special place in my heart because obviously they're the first ones I ever played, and they're just like, you know, some of my favorite game, one of my favorite games of all time in just Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Heart Gold. But no, I can understand why this game holds a really strong place for a lot of people, because for them it was their first Pokemon game ever, being able to go against your rival as the champion at the very end of the day. It's really cool. It's a really cool feeling to go through, really, and I can totally understand and respect that. Again, not one of my favorites, and it definitely wasn't one of my favorites to record because I had a lot of issues when recording it. Not technically either. A lot of it was just like really unlucky feints on my Pokemon, all that stuff. Not getting my Charizard to learn Flamethrower until after the Elite Four, and you never really saw me get to utilize the move Flamethrower. Just a lot of really unlucky stuff, and, you know, a lot of it was my own fault. You know, the way I try to play this game, and that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes, but at the end of the day, I did have fun, but that's it. You know, we're done with Pokemon for a while now. We need to take a look, we need to take a look into Dragon Ball FighterZ already. I've been talking about that game for a while now, and it's about time I start actually played and recording it for you guys, so look forward to that starting tomorrow. And then we're going to see what goes from there. I'm still looking to probably set up Twitch. Hopefully sometime in August I can start doing that. I'm not 100% sure exactly when I'm going to be doing all of that. But at the end of the day, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this walkthrough. I really hope that you enjoy the rest of your evenings. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next game, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Catch you guys then.